Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks, and today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we are in is Regulation G. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, so everyone, welcome to Regulation G, and we're about to have a blast. So this format is pretty similar to Series 10 back in Sword and Shield, where you're using a single restricted. The only difference is instead of Dynamax, now we have Terastallization. And of course, a bunch of new Generation 9 Pokemon and a few Pokemon that weren't usable in the previous game as well. So starting off, we have Zamazenta. That's going to be my choice of restricted. This Pokemon is amazing. It's really good into what I like to say, the Terapagos core that's going around right now with Terapagos, Incineroar, Urshifu, and Rillaboom. And it's able to just, iron defense in front of them and remove them. Of course, the Urshifu can hit you with Surging Strikes, but the Dark Urshifu can't really hit you if you go for Tera Fairy. And with the Fake Out Pressure and Amoonguss' Redirection, you're able to do well into the Water Urshifu as well, which is the only sketchy matchup. But once you hit it with a Body Press, especially if you're at +4, +3, +5, you're going to be removing that thing from the field each time, right? And the fun thing about Zamazenta is you don't really need to be at +6 to deal, as much damage as it needs to. Of course, going for 3 iron defense is really fun to just max out your defenses, but you already start off with a +1 defense boost when you switch in. So being able to go for just 2 iron defense and being at +5 is just all Zamazenta needs. You don't really ever need that 3rd iron defense, and you're able to off to the races with your Body Presses, right? And Body Presses does so much damage, and you don't really care about Intimidate because you are using your defense to attack with Body Press. And of course, Iron Head, once you transform, turns into Behemoth Bash, which is really good into Flutter, but you don't necessarily need that move. It's just coverage for you to be able to hit ghost types, right? And if you wonder about your Gordingo matchup, Gordingo's not that common in this format, but Urshifu plus Pelipper does really well into just removing Gordingo from the field. And if Gordingo tries to tear into like Dragon Terror to resist the Surging Strikes, now Zamazenta can hit it. So it's just really good in that aspect. Urshifu pretty standard. It's really powerful with this Pelipper that we have on this team. Going for Helping Handed Surging Strikes is really valuable into just removing things that just can't take Surging Strikes well. The Incineroar set is going to be what we call our Amoonguss counter. You have the Grass Terror to be immune to Spore, and then we have Taunt to stop, pretty much going for Rage Powder stuff. And I felt like this team didn't really need the knockoff. We have a lot of different coverage on the field, and just hitting things with Flare Blitz is really consistent. And I know it's kind of counterintuitive by having the rain, but a lot of the times the Incineroar just wants to go for Fake Out, Parting Shot, and taunt things rather than dealing damage. And it's just a really supportive Incineroar set, but of course we have Flare Blitz to deal damage. But it works perfectly in the core with this team because of being able to taunt Amoonguss, taunt things that want to go for Trick Room, and just shut down like a lot of different monsters. Is really good for this Incineroar. Next we have the starter team, Pelipper. Pelipper is so good in this format. So we're going to be using a Ghost Terror set with Weather Ball, Hurricane, Wire Guard, and Helping Hand. I chose the Furgo to Protect because a lot of Pelippers right now are running Stellar Terror with Protect over Helping Hand. But I really like the Helping Hand pressure that comes out from like Helping Hand Draco Meteors, Helping Hand Surging Strikes, Helping Hand Body Presses. It's just really good on this Pelipper set. So instead of Protect, I went for Helping Hand, and to kind of cover for us like not being walled or like not being shut down by like Fake Out, plus like a double up into Pelipper, I went with the Ghost Terror, right? This helps you get around Fake Out, and you always survive with your Sash so that you can do what Pelipper needs to do. And we also didn't really need Tailwind on this team because this team is so bulky that we don't really utilize Tailwind like that. And the speed control that we have is like leading Rage and Bolt and just clicking Electro Web into everything so that when Urshifu and Zamazenta come out, they're pretty speedy and able to outspeed what you need to. But Tailwind is really not valuable for this team because a lot of our mons don't really take advantage of Tailwind outside of like Urshifu and Zamazenta. And both of them, Urshifu has the Choice Scarf, for Zamazenta is naturally fast and really bulky, so it doesn't really need it. Next we have Rage and Bolt. This Rage and Bolt set is really cool. It's really good into like a lot of special attackers with the Snarl. It's really good into Calyrex Shadow. If it's not Calyrex Shadow with Fighting Tera with Tera Blast, and even so, like the rest of your team just does really well into that, especially if you Tera Zamazenta into Fairy. But other than that, it can't really hit you with psychic attacks or the ghost type attacks, and you can just snarl it down and just be in a really good spot from that point. And this set is really meant to beat Calyrex Shadow. but it ended up being like really good into like things like Kyogre or any other special attackers like Koraidon and stuff like that. It's just really valuable. Electro up, speed control is really good, and the Assault Vest just makes his Raging Bolt so bulky. Next we have Amoonguss. Amoonguss is going to be just pretty standard. Really good into helping you with Trick Room matchups. Really good into healing Zamazenta back up and protecting it from like Surging Strikes or any damage that wants to deal a lot of damage to Zamazenta before it can get set up. And also just the Rocky Helmet being able to deal passive chip damage is really valuable in my opinion. And this team is really strong. I really do believe that it's a 10 out of 10 team. Pelipper is going to be the star of this team because it just activates so much on this team. It helps you resist like fire damage with Zamazenta and Amoonguss. Helps boost the damage of Urshifu's water attacks. And it's really good at shutting down all the weather teams, especially like sun teams that really want to, you know, have the sun up. Even Kyogre can't really do a lot into Pelipper because you have the Wide Guard. So you're threatening Kyogre to not be able to go for not Hydro Pump, but it has to run Hydro Pump, but it can't go for Ultra Impulse and Water Spout because you have Wide Guard. And just the threat of Pelipper having Wide Guard just makes your opponent play differently, right? You Wide Guard the Astro Barrage, you Wide Guard the Tera Starstorm if Terrapagos terastallizes. Of course, the Specs Terrapagos is running around right now, so you 100% wall it if it locks into that. You wall the Glacial Lance from Calyrex. It's just a lot of restrictors that use a lot of spread moves, and Pelipper is just so good into it. And Hurricane and Weather Ball are just dealing a lot of damage, especially to things that hit so super effective damage. Pelipper just has a lot of damage output, so it's a really fun mind, and it really does support this team. And I think that it's really like top 10 Pokemon right now, non-restricted, in my opinion, just because of the utility it brings to this format. But that's gonna be it for a team breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's get into these battles. Ooh, we have a Kyogre team with Serena, Tornadus, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Archana. It's a really strong team. But Raging Bolt is really strong here as well. He doesn't. What does he really have to deal with it? Just Archaludon, right? Yeah, I kind of like that. All right. So my opponent has Fake Out Pressure turn 1. And we have Hurricane Pressure. I think I just want to iron defense here. And is there anything else I need to Tera? I don't think Dark Tera helps me. I think Tera and Pelipper is here is okay. Because a Fake Out plus Bleak Wind might be coming here. And the whole reason we have Ghost Tera on Pelipper is to get around that. Rillaboom's threatening here though, so we'll see what he goes for. He may feel safe with just a Fake Out, because most Pelippers are carrying Tera Flying and Tera Stellar. So we'll see what he goes for there. Alright, so he correctly fakes out Zamazenta. Nice. Alright, but we did waste our Tera there. So I want to get Zamazenta out because my opponent looks like he wants to go for taunts. So getting Raging Bolt in here would be pretty good. And does he have a switch into Hurricane? You can switch in Archaladon there. So I'll go for a Weather Ball into this slot. I think Rillaboom should switch here. Yep. Archaladon most likely. Oh, Kyogre. Now, Kyogre was not going to take a Hurricane there well. Alright. So Serena should be here. I should come in this turn. I've got an Electro Web here. And switch in Amoonguss. And say Pelipper Sash. I could Snarl, but I think Electro Web dropping the speed control, so once Tailwind is over, it's really good for us. Tornado should switch here into Serena. So this means he didn't bring Archaladon. Oh, okay. Maybe he didn't bring Serena. Oh, there it is. Okay. So he didn't bring Archaladon, so that's good for me, so I don't have to worry about stamina boost here. He did go for a bleak one, so good read there. But I can just switch Amoonguss back out into Zamazenta. Critical hit on that side is a bit annoying. Alright, so Electro Web was good there because Snarl doesn't really affect Serena. I wonder if it has... It may have triple axle, which is kind of scary. There's Kyogre. I think I just protect this turn, stall out Tailwind. Yeah, see what my opponent's gonna go for here. He could just go for like Water Spout plus triple axle into. We'll see. Kyogre's Tera. Is it grass? Oh, water. Oh, he's going for a Water Spout plus triple axle. Yikes. So are you specs or are you... How much is this doing? Because I don't even know the damage counts. Oh, that's kind of weak. Oh, he went for a taunt. That Water Spout was so weak. Did we miss the Kyogre? Oh, we did. Yikes. Oh, that's not good. He may go for the taunt play again, though. Yeah, that really sucks, though. Alright, so Tailwind should expire though, so he should be really slow by now. Yeah, that first Electro up missing was huge. Alright, grass is gone, so Rillaboom should want to switch in here. But let's get rid of the Serena. He's probably gonna switch Kyogre if it's like locked in. So I want to switch out into Zamazenta and Hurricane this slot. Yep, he's locked in. He doesn't want to get wide guarded. So this is pretty much a free Hurricane into the Serena swap. I wonder, does it have Protect though? And I expect Triple Axle. I mean, I guess I should expect myself to KO Serena, so we probably could have left Raging Bolt in. I think I want to body press Kyogre and Hurricane Rillaboom. Yeah, I probably should have protected there. But yeah. Oh, well, we got Focus Sash here, so we're good. And Rillaboom should go down here. Nice. So this is going well for our first game. Now there's just Kyogre. Pelipper is so good. Like, just the threat of Wide Guard. We didn't even click it a single time, but my opponent is measuring for it. And he has to hit Hydro Pumps here. And he just cancels. Let's go. And all we need to do is land a body press just to get it in range of a thunderclap, and this game was over. That was a beautiful first game for us. And this is why Pelipper is one of the best Pokemon in this format. Like, it was so good into Kyogre's partners. It just did so much damage across the board. Like, Pelipper plus Raging Bolt is just really threatening. All right, let's get into the next one. Ooh, okay, so we have Sun here. We have Groudon, Walking Wake, Flutter, Brute Bonnet, forget the moth name. It's been so long, and Glimore. How did I forget this moth's name? I know it's not Iron Moth, because that's the Quark Drive one. Oh, Slitherwing, that's his name, Slitherwing, okay. Came back to me. Alright. So Groudon, Zamazenta looks strong here, right? It's weak to Slitherwing, because Slitherwing has a fire type attack, or the fighting type attack. I think Fake Out is good on lead with Zamazenta. Pelipper in the back, of course. Do I like Choice Scarf Urshifu? I actually do. I don't. Raging Bolt is really not good in the Groudon. And if I tear into Dark, then I'm kind of weak to his Flutter, right? And I guess maybe Amoonguss could have been a bring here. He doesn't really have much to hit it outside of like Flamethrower from Walking Wake. Amoonguss may have been the play here, also to protect Zamazenta. But if I successfully get rained up, like Water Urshifu pretty goes insane. Alright, so Incineroar's threatened turn 1. Yeah, the poison's kind of annoying here. I think I should have brought Amoonguss here. Oh, it's Ghost Terror. So this is an Incineroar counter. Okay. I mean, with that, I mean, I honestly don't think that Incineroar is too big for this match. And we got Speed Flutter. Oh, he's Sash. Okay. Why are you not max Speed Flutter if you're Sash? Trick Room. Oh, that's why. What are you setting up for? I guess Bonnet maybe. I really just want to get rid of Gamora. And I think he's gonna go for a ground type attack into Zamazenta. The Gamora is kind of tough for. Oh, he has power attack. Well, if it's Brute Bonnet in the back, we're kind of in trouble. I might have to lock in the close combat. Since he's definitely going to get Groudon out under the sun. Yeah, so you double Pelipper to get rid of my range so you can freely swap in Groudon. Smart play. I should have brought Amoonguss here, man. This game would have been over with just sporing everything. I didn't expect Trick Room on Flutter though. I think Flutter's gonna switch out here. I gotta make a hard read here because I'm behind. Well, that's gonna end it anyway. Well played by my opponent. Yeah, Trick Room is really good, right? On Flutter, now that I think about it. But you gotta have a way to survive like double hitting moves or being doubled up into. But if you have that, then the Trick Room is really good. Yeah, I mean, I went for close combat to the Flutter, but it didn't matter because he didn't switch. And I felt like you should switch to not just lose your Flutter. But we end up switching on the Zamazenta anyway, so. Alright, we have Koraidon here, Flutter, Whimsicott, Roaring Moon, Ogerpon, and Blood Moon. So he has a lot of ways to set up Sun. So we can disrupt with Pelipper. I honestly kind of want to leave Urshifu Amoonguss. Raging Bolt should be slower than everything, but I think Amoonguss is good here, especially if the rain is over. He has. Yeah, I don't really like Raging Bolt here. Pelipper in the back. Yeah, Zamazenta. I think Urshifu threatens a lot with having the rain in the back. He's just constantly swapping out the Amoonguss slot. Only thing resists the Surge Strikes is Whimsicott. I need to be careful with that thing is Scarf over there with the Sun, but I think he should switch it out. I'm gonna Tera certain strikes into that slot. Imagine if I just led Pelipper, right? Since he led Koraidon. Like, Helping Hand Surging Strikes would just KO everything. So he's not switching Koraidon here. Alright, so we get Tera Water Surging Strikes off. Let's see how well we're going. We did Tera, I think that's Ursaluna though. Yeah. Third. Okay, but we didn't go for close combat here, so let's see how much this is doing. If it's enough to pick up. Nah, it's gonna fall just short. Good damage. What did we go for? Is it Hyper Voice here? Oh, it's Moonblade. Right, so we lose Urshifu, but we did a lot of damage to his Tera as well. Now's the time for us to get boosted on Zamazenta though. I'm shocked he's not switching. I'm very surprised by the lack of switch there. I mean, he's really just not worried about the rain. I think I need to go into Amoonguss here. Alright, so he is going for dazzling. Okay. Is that Ogre Pawn? Yeah, this would be a game winning play if I went for Pollen Puff here. Yeah. We do want hit KO Flutter though. If I had went for Pollen Puff here, this game would be over. I don't know how much +3 body pressure is doing the older opponent. We should outspeed it. I'm count to outspeed that, and then we just protect Amoonguss. He should go after Amoonguss here. Nice. Oh, it doesn't KO, but it's so close. So my opponent has already Tera, so Pelipper is looking really good here now. I am Rocky Helmet too. He's not protecting Ogre Pawn. Oh, is that a crit? Okay, that's just an KO, which is scary. Alright, Pelipper pulled this back. Oh, that's a one-hit KO. Nice, we just win because we're Focus Sash. Pelipper is so good. Wow. We really just pulled this game back. Yeah, Hurricane can't miss in the rain, so I mean, this is just a KO. That was a good play by my opponent when he switched out Koraidon. Had I went for Pollen Puff there, we would have been in a really good spot. And Pelipper just wins. I mean, he never really wanted to switch out Koraidon until the end. So he was playing without his son. Pelipper is so good. Pelipper knocked out the Ursaluna, knocked out the Koraidon and the Ogerpon. And Zamazenta, of course, took out the Flutter. Nice. Wow, that's crazy. I'm shocked we were able to bring that one back. But let's get into the next one. Alright, so we have Ursaluna Tornadus with Chiyu, King Gambit, Calyrex Shadow, and Ogerpon Water. So I think my opponent is I believe this is a Sun team if you have Chiyu. He does have redirection with Ogerpon. I kind of want to leave Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt looks good into everything except his Ursaluna. So I'm going to bring Zamazenta. I think we have to bring Incineroar, right? Because it's just really good here. Actually, I want to leave Pelipper. Pelipper looks good here. Raging Bolt and Incineroar. His Pelipper is starting right guard. And he may just come in the back with actually, if he leaves Chiyu plus Tornadus, he can just go for Sunny Day. Yeah, that's what he's going for there. Would he have overheat here? There's just too much variance here, so I'm gonna go for this play. There's no Tera, so are you Scarf? Oh, he keeps the rain up. Alright, so that's a lot of stuff I want to switch. I'm gonna Electro Web here and just Weather Ball that slot. If I click Hurricane there, oh my god, my opponent is playing so strange. Alright. Does he not have Sunny Day? so it looks like it's Chi-Yu Calyrex in the back. And this game would probably be wrapped up by this quick hurricane. Scary face. I'm already slow. Oh, that's a good read. Dang, that's a good read. But Zamazenta is really not important here, because I can't body press the Calyrex. There it is. I think it's safe to just snarl here and protect. Are you going to fairy? Fighting. Well, that means you have Tera Blast, but I didn't Tera into Dark here, so. Yeah, it is Tera Blast. Whew! I'm glad I didn't Tera in the dark there, because there's the tech. So he does have Tera Blast. And the Pelipper's coming back in here. Oh, there's a switch. Once we get rid of Ogerpon though, like my Raging Volt, I don't need to Tera. Like I'm just sitting here like I'm. Yeah, there's the rain. Time to clap that slot, switch in Incineroar. Yeah, if I had Urshifu water in the back though, this game would have been a wrap if I just take out Ogerpon. We'll see if Ogerpon protects here, but if not, I think we should be in a good spot to win the game. Yeah, so it's probably gonna switch next turn or follow me. Ooh, that's choice specs to you. So I'm gonna Electro Whip here. And fake out this slot. Probably a Dark Pulse into my Raging Volt. But it keeps targeting that slot. It's doing so much damage. Chi-Yu is so strong. Nice, we double connect a great Electric Bud. I think he's reading a switch in there. I love his monster getting to the point where they're very slow though. Just Flare Blitz this slot to finish it. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Electro Web just KOs. I'm shocked he's not going for Dark Pulse into Raging Bolt. take it. He's just ignoring it. I think he keeps reading the switch in though. Or at least he's trying to get Incineroar in KO range. That's my guess. I'll Thunderclap this slot since it can't protect. We know that's choice space. Switch in Pelipper here. Alright, so this is scary if he clicked Barrage here, but I think that he might have not clicked Barrage. He did. Ooh, we gotta give him an attack boost. That's not good. Alright, but what we can do is get it. If we just need to Electro Web. What if he's like choice specs? Well, no, if he doesn't protect here, that means he's choice specs. Then I can just Ghost Tera and we'll be good from that point. Alright, it's not choice specs, okay. I did see a choice specs Calyrex too. Critical hit's unfortunate because it shouldn't have been a KO there. Alright, so now he's at +2. Alright, but now Zamazenta outspeeds it. So I can go for a Thunderclap plus a Body Press here. He's gonna go for Astral Barrage, so I'm gonna Tera Dark, Thunderclap. I should have went for Tera Dark last turn though. Yeah, I think Tera Dark last turn was always the better play because he's gonna always click Astral Barrage there, not Tera Blast. But this is the power of restricted, man. Even though like we had the 4-1 Pokemon advantage, like it's still so good. But I think we should have I think we have enough damage. With the -1 speed, Zamazenta's gonna outspeed. So we get the Body Press off first, and then we get the Thunderclap off. Oh yeah, Body Press definitely killed him from there. I don't think the crit mattered there. Plus Calyrex defense is not that great. That was a scary game though, man. The Raging Bolt just really sat on the field. It's so good. Electro Web is just so strong, just dropping speeds. Stalling out, being able to stall out Tailwind. My Incineroar actually didn't do much this game. It just took a lot of damage from Chi-Yu. Um, it did fake out the Ogerpon, but Ogerpon just wasn't targeting correctly, or the Chi-Yu, right? So Incineroar didn't do much there. Urshifu probably been a lot better in the end game. It would have, once Ogerpon went down, Urshifu Rapid would have sealed that end game, and that's kind of why it's on his team for that matchup. But let's get into the next one. There we have Homar. Pretty standard Urshifu. This is a team that you will see in Sword and Shield, actually. It's a full Sword and Shield Series 12 team. Not Series 12, Series 10. The single restricted. Kyogre, Tornadus, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. So Raging Bolt is really good into his entire team. Like, the only thing he can hit it with is like high horsepower from Rillaboom, close combat from Urshifu, and Ice Beam from Kyogre. But all he has is one redirector and a fake out user. So Raging Bolt's really strong here. I don't go Zamazenta Pelipper, Amoonguss, Raging Bolt. Alright, standard Tornadus Urshifu. Alright, so I believe he's gonna go after Zamazenta here. But if he goes after Zamazenta and we chip Urshifu down and knock it out with a Hurricane, we'll be in a good spot. I think we're in a bad spot if he doubles the Pelipper, which I would do if I was him. I don't know if Pelipper can take a Bleak Wind plus Surging Strikes. Oh, it's just Taunt though. I think we'll be good here. So I mean, Amoonguss. Yep. It's a strong Urshifu though. It's gonna do almost 50%. Probably is gonna do 50%. Right, so I switched that out for Raging Bolt. Nice. And his Tera's down turn 1. So it costs us a taunt, so we can't wag out here. So Kyogre should come in here. Yep, there it is. Let's just reduce his amount of switches that he has. I could go for Hurricane and Kyogre here. Wow, that's resistant on Pelipper. That's kind of crazy. Oh, he's Life Orb. Okay. So he's probably gonna taunt Amoonguss here. Still want to Tera just in case there's an Ice Beam. Yeah, so this is definitely a taunt. But I think Amoonguss Water Tera here is perfect for us. And Incineroar is kind of like Zamazenta food, as long as we chip it down just a little bit. Yeah, there's a taunt. But now my Raging Bolt is pretty much back to full health. Oh, I thought I went for Electro Web. What? That's a misplay by me. Wow. I definitely clicked, thought I clicked Electro Web. Huge misplay by now. So it's parting shot here, right? That's a good play. He's still going for taunts. Okay. Alright, so we don't get a double KO there. It's a parting shot here. Yeah, that was a huge misplay by me. If we lose this game, it's because I clicked Thunderclap. But I thought I clicked Electro up there. I was never, because it was always obvious he was going to protect or switch there. Today is probably going to set the rain up here. There's Rain Dance. What is it going for? What is it going for? Okay. If you protect her, I think we just win the game. Nice. I mean, this is fine because I'm gonna Thunderclap and Spore Kyogre, and that's just sealed me the game. Yep. So Thunderclap here, plus Spore. Nice. There's another Origin Pulse here. Nice. But you're Life Orb, so you take a nap here. Nice. And now we just body press. Body press Kyogre plus Spore to Instant Slot. And that should be game. Yeah, that Protector was letting us get that Pollen Puff off was huge. Kyogre's gone. And Tornadus is your last source of damage. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong buttons, man. I'm clicking too quick. I apologize about that, guys. So what's happening is the way I usually organize my buttons, I usually put like Pollen Puff at the top. I don't know why I keep misclicking. This game's still over. But I usually have Pollen Puff higher, but I start to put like Protects at the top because I found out that was optimal. So that's on me. But like I said, that other turn I meant to go for Electro Web, and last turn I meant to go for Spore because we knew he was either going to switch. Yeah, the only reason this game is not immediately over is because I just misclicked again. Had he stayed in with Incineroar though, that also would have been a game-winning play, honestly, because it would just knock out Incineroar. But Incineroar was always going to switch there. And knockoff is going to knock out Incineroar. Now Bleakman's not 100% accurate. And we just Pollen Puff Zamazenta, honestly. To cover for a taunt. Just tell him. Oh, so he's going for a Flare Blitz crit. Which is possible right now. He does get it. Oh, if he outsped us, that would have been trouble for us. But this game over. It would have still been a 1v1 between Amoonguss and Tornadus. And Tornadus would have to hit Bleak Ones. And we probably win with just clicking Spore. The turn he clicked Bleak Wind. It was a toss-up. This game definitely could have been over a couple turns earlier, but like I said, I misclicked a couple times, and that's on me for doing that. But as you see, this team is really strong, man. I'm piloting it very well, and even though we misclicked, we're still in a position to win. But let's get into one final game. Alright, so for our final game, we have Zamazenta Mirror, but he has Grimmsnarl plus Incineroar, Rillaboom, Ogerpon, and Flutter, so he's intent on setting up his Zamazenta. We know Ogerpon is going to come. I think my own Incin is good here, plus Zamazenta. I'm not really feeling Amoonguss here. I think Urshifu to help me with the screens, and Pelipper is strong here. Raging Bolt could be okay, because it's another special attacker. think he should fake out my Zamazenta. Let me get set up too fast. It'll be bad for him. Oh, wow. Should be Ogre Pond coming in. I wanted to click close combat, but I don't think it's worth it. What's Zamazenta? Oh man, I was going to click close combat plus Flare Blitz into that slot. I had so much burst damage just now onto that slot. He hasn't summoned the back. What else would he have? I think it's Ogre Pond. I see them switch. So this is good burst, unless he's Water Tera. He does have Tera here. He should probably go for it on Zamazenta. I may have misplayed by not using my Fairy Tera. Oh, he didn't go for the Water Tera. So this is a lot of burst damage here. Alright, that's already 50%. He doesn't really have any healing on his team, right? No, he doesn't. He went straight after the Urshifu. And I'm just gonna body press this slot. Because we were faster. If he has Ogre Pond, it has to come in here this turn. Oh man. Ooh, he just lost his flutter. Let's go. Yes, sir. This is a double KO, and we outsped, right? We went for iron defense first. Man, you just lost your flutter. You just lost both forms of your offense if we move first here. Yep, he fully committed to defense on his Zamazenta. You see how much the body press did? He doesn't have much speed, and he's probably like a lot of HP plus special defense or physical defense. So my Zamazenta's faster, and we got an iron defense off first, so that was always a guaranteed KO. So now we just switch out back into my own Incineroar, and that just reduces the last of his damage, and this should be game. They'll probably just go ahead and scoot here. I just protect just because I don't need any shenanigans going on here. Yep, and he cancels. Let's go. And we win the battle of the Zamazentas. Yeah, that Flutterman switch in there was devastating. He didn't bring Ogerpon though, so my Urshifu was always set to clean. And if we hadn't went for Water Terror there, then the Grimmsnarl would have KO'd us with Spirit Break. So it was always pretty good. As long as he didn't Terra into water with his Zamazenta, which I've seen a lot of Zamazenta be Water Terror, but I chose to go Fairy Terror just so I can win, you know, that matchup against other Zamazenta when you're at +6. And also Fairy Terror is just really good into the fighting types that want to hit Zamazenta before it can go for the iron defense. But other than that, Water Terror is really good into like special attackers though, so I can see why people go for it. But I already have Water Terror on Amoonguss and Urshifu, so I didn't want 3 of them, so that's why I went with the Fairy. And it worked out. But let's go ahead and get into a rental code with this team. Alright, there's a rental code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepaste down in the description below. And I hope you guys love this little Master Ball run that we did. This is the start of Regulation G. So this is the first set of matches that I played with this team. This is going to be my first team, and I think it's really solid. You know, it has a Fire, Water, Grass core. It has, you know, a lot of bulk. It has offense, and it has really good defensive synergy. It's a really strong team, and Pelipper really just makes brings this team together. And I actually have a lot of fun using it. Has a lot of good matchups into a lot of the teams, and the only match that we lost, you know, that second game, I do feel like if we made just a couple of different plays, we would have been in a position to win that game. But in all, it's still fun, and I'm happy I got to showcase, you know, how this team can fare into like a lot of the good metas. I do want to just improve my Groudon matchup because it was kind of shaky how we lost that game. It kind of wasn't even close. But other than that, you see we beat Calyrex Shadow, we beat Koraidon. We haven't seen Miraidon yet. We beat another Zamazenta, and you know, we're just having fun with this. So that's gonna be it for these battles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do like this type of content, leave a like for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces.